y'all, welcome back to another video. Demi here. There's no better way to start 2024 with an Empties video. I have been keeping this bag for the longest time with a ton of products, so I figured I would just go through it and then I can go ahead and recycle everything because I have it in this bag ready to go. But I figured now would be a good time to do this. One, I'm pretty much done with a lot of my products. I probably am going to do another video as well because I have a few more products that are almost done. So I think an Empties video is just something that I'm going to keep going and keep continuing. I can review the products based on my experience with them. So we're going to go ahead and jump into this. No particular order. It's just whatever I pull out of the bag right here. And then we'll go from there. Before we jump right in, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell for future content. Really trying to do better. So I appreciate your support. You will notice a quick disclaimer. A majority of these things are either cut open, scraped. I tend to do that way I can get all of the product out. I don't like to waste any product, so even if I'm not a huge fan, I typically try to use it or give it away, but most of the time I'll just finish it and use it. Obviously on top is my most recent products that I've used, and then the ones at the bottom are obviously the older ones. But first I have this one, a very, very tiny amount. I thought about cutting this one open, but I just decided not to. But this is the soft soap peppermint candy. It came in a 3-pack. So there was 2 peppermint candies and then a sugar cookie. The peppermint candy I used last year around January and then finished this one the end of December. So this one I did like. I love mint scents, and so anything that is typically a mint scent I prefer because it just makes you feel fresh and minty. So I did really like this. I like the scent of it. I didn't really notice a difference as far as my skin because supposedly this says it retains the skin's natural moisture and its pH balance for your skin. I didn't really feel like it did any of that. I also, disclaimer here, don't have high expectations for soft soap as a brand, but I did like the scent. I don't know if I repurchase this. It is limited edition and they typically come around during the holiday time, like I said, in a 3-pack. So this was overall good. I don't think I would repurchase it, but I do love the scent. Next is this Micellar Water. I got this from TJ Maxx for $4.99. I felt like that was a pretty good deal because Micellar Water does get kind of pricey, especially if you're getting the Garnier one. I like this one. It is alcohol free. It did remove majority of my makeup, so I would repurchase this, especially for the price point. I have the Garnier one right now, so I've been using that, but this one is a good comparison, and it is very comparable to that one. I do, like I said, like it, so I would repurchase this. I have some repeats in here and some products that probably people wouldn't normally, I guess, review, but just for the sake of, for all my girls that have to wear glasses or contacts, this multi-purpose solution. So contact solution is actually very, very expensive. I've been using the Equate brand and the Kroger brand one, like the off-brand one, for literally years. I've had contacts and glasses in since I was 12. I think this is a repeat, so I always purchase this one. It's very comparable to me. It's supposed to be compared to the OptiFresh. So if you are a contact girly, a contact wearer, if you're new to contacts, personally, I've never had issues with just using the off-brand one. So this comes in a 2-pack. I want to say for like $7. So definitely worth it to me. Along, and some of these, like I said, are repeats. I'm trying to remember. I probably should have looked at the video again, the last one that I recorded, but whatever, we'll just keep going. So this is the Listerine Cool Mint Zero Alcohol. I like this. I also use the TheraBreath. I'll insert a picture. I don't know why that name is like slipping my mind right now. I use that too, but this one tends to be a little bit better on the pockets as far as price wise, and Listerine's like the OG mouthwash, but I buy that pretty frequently. That's usually my go-to if I don't use TheraBreath, I think is the name of it. Next is one that is cut open, but this is the Bath & Body Works Ultra Hydration Hyaluronic Acid Body Lotion. It looks like this, and the best way to describe it, as you can tell, this is extremely empty because I scraped the heck out of it. The best way to describe this is the Neutrogena one, the Neutrogena body wash. That's very, very similar to this as far as color, packaging. I will say that this one was not as sticky or tacky, so I actually preferred this on my skin. I really did like it. I did notice that it would hydrate, and it wasn't to the point where I felt like sticky, if that makes sense. So I actually feel this would probably be a perfect summer lotion. But the thing with Bath & Body Works is to know that you can never get too comfortable with their products because they discontinue certain things in certain lines, but this one is really good. So I did really like this. I'd give it a 9 out of 10 I preferred this over the Neutrogena one, so I think they still have this one in stores. These I had mentioned, I want to say in the last one as well. This is the shampoo and the conditioner. They don't look like this, but as you can tell, I cut them once again. I love these by Sol de Janeiro. I've been using it for a while now. This is my preferred one if I'm not using a drugstore, which the one that I typically use is the Native. One that has like adds volume to your hair, but I really like this. Makes your hair smell really good. This is 10 out of 10. I am a Sol de Janeiro stan. I love that brand. I ended up repurchasing this one, so this is going to get a 9 out of 10 for me. It is the Sephora Ultra Glow Toner Brighten and Tone. This is what it looks like. I typically buy this anytime Sephora does their Beauty Insider event, so it's 30% off. So I like this. It does remove any like dirt, residue, makeup that you may have. So I typically use this anytime after I wash my face at nighttime specifically. It can be a little bit drying. So that's the only reason why I don't really use it in the morning, but I use it at night. It is unscented and I just like the way it sits on the skin. I have the Billy Whip Shave Cream. I like this, but I didn't love it. 10. I just have this thing with shaving cream. Like shaving cream to me can be very useless and it actually doesn't hydrate the way that we think it does. So I'm actually on the market for a good shaving oil or some type of like shaving bar. So if you have any recommendations, definitely let me know. So this one I just used because I think I got this on sale for like $2 at Kroger. Didn't love it, but it did the job. And once again, I don't waste things. So this one is pretty empty for the most part. There's like very little at the cap, but this one is pretty empty for the most part. So packaging's cute, but didn't really do what it needed to do for me. This is a Tree Hut scrub in the scent Birthday Cake. I really did like this one a lot. I feel like Tree Hut sugar scrubs are probably one of my top 3 sugar scrubs. I like the texture. I like the fact that it doesn't stick on the shower, but it gets the job done. I like this scent. It was limited edition for their birthday. I think it came out like April or May. Don't quote me on that. So you can't find this in store anymore, but I really did like this. It smells very sweet, gourmand. Like I wouldn't say identical to a birthday cake, but close enough. Also, here is just kind of keeping up with the Tree Hut Empties. This is the pumpkin spice latte. I got this one in the fall time from one of my friends. Actually, I got it for my birthday. She ended up getting this for my birthday. I like this one. It doesn't smell as pumpkin spice as I thought it did. If anything, I smell it towards the end, but for the most part, it just smells like, like a coffee scent, but I like it. Next is this Trader Joe's night cream. It's supposed to be a dupe for the Pharmacy moisturizer. Majority of it is gone. If there's anything else left in here, I just couldn't get it with my scrapers. So if you watched the vlog, I mentioned that I put this on and I felt like it broke me out. However, I think it was just my diet at the time because this was very, very hydrating, very moisturizing. I loved it as a night cream. I wish I would have got more because I use this as a moisturizer, especially during the winter times, and it really did help my skin. On top of like putting some type of serum or oil to bring back hydration to the skin. So I really did like this one. The only thing that I disliked about it was it is heavily fragrance, and that I'm not a huge fan of, but overall it did perform the way I was hoping it would. Another Trader Joe's find is the Brazil Nut Body Wash, supposed to be compared to the Sol de Janeiro scent. I don't feel like it is. The Sol de Janeiro Cheirosa 62. I don't feel like this is compared to the Boom Boom Cream. I think it's similar, but I don't think that it's off rip the first scent that comes to mind when I think of the Boom Boom Cream. But this did its job. It wasn't super moisturizer. It lasted a good bit. I use silicone scrubbers and I really like the way that those apply body washes. It didn't lather the way I thought it would. If you know about this scent, Trader Joe's only has it limited edition in May. So if you can get your hands on it this year, if they're bringing it back, definitely make sure you're checking your stores in advance. I'm sure on Instagram and TikTok, you'll see when they release it. Next is this foot cream. My sister got this for me last Christmas or the Christmas before last since we're in 2024. But it's just a foot cream. I like it. It's hydrating. Here is the Hot Cocoa Whip Body Scrub from Trader Joe's. This, a 2 out of 10. The only thing that was good about it was the scent. I did not like it. The texture was really weird. It was almost like Play-Doh texture. It didn't break down the way that I feel like a scrub should. You had to, supposedly, it says to warm it up in your hands, but even that made it still so chunky it didn't do anything. So I did not like this at all, but of course I finished it. because I didn't want to waste it. So this one, if it comes out next Christmas, I would not pick this one up. I don't know if people keep cardboard boxes for their empties, but I do. This one is Mighty Patch. Out of Mighty Patch and Starface, I feel like Mighty Patch by Hero is my favorite. I really think that they perform better than any other pimple patches. A lot of times they will create pimple patches that look cute, you know, for your skin and for your face, but actually doing the job, I feel like this one does the job, and then Starface would probably be right under that. However, I think it also depends on, without having to describe it this way, the type of pimple that you're trying to put a pimple patch on. So this, I've learned, works best with pimples that are coming in, and then and also to the ones that already exist. And then Starface works with the ones that already exist and have the little white head on it. So I love Mighty Patch. I will always repurchase that particular brand. Next is the Dove limited edition hot cocoa scrub. This was a Target limited edition release. I really like this. I love this scent. I love anything gourmand scent. I've said this multiple times on this channel. I love the smell of hot chocolate, anything sweet is me. I love this. I love Dove body scrubs, and so the only downside of this is it only came in a travel size, so you didn't really get much for your product. It was obviously good if you're, you know, looking for a travel body scrub, and it is limited edition, so if you can get your hands on it, I would. But I did like this just because I love Dove body scrubs. My favorite one is the original packaging, but I know that they have a few other ones, like a mango, I think like pomegranate, but I like that one, and then the blue one. Bath & Body Works pumpkin cupcake hand sanitizer. These are just convenient to put on a pocket bag holder, throw in your purse. I like them. They are, the only thing with Bath & Body Works hand sanitizers, and I'm pretty sure everybody knows this, is they're heavily fragrant. And that's not your favorite scent, it can give you a headache. So that's the only downside there. Next is bio oil. I will talk about this time and time again. I think I mentioned this on the last empty. So as you can tell, this is a personal favorite of mine. I use this on my stomach, tummy area for stretch marks. It does lighten. And also too, I have a burn mark right here from the air fryer, and I've been applying it there. I need to get more because I ran out. And then this was from like Thanksgiving a couple years ago. I don't even know if you can see it on the camera. Here it is. Thanksgiving a couple years ago, I burned up myself on the oven, and so it did lighten it with the exception of that white part, but I think I just need to honestly keep applying it. Bio oil is one of those things, like in order for you to see results, you have to use it all the time. And I'm not gonna lie, on my stomach area, I'll do it because I will moisturize my whole body, but then I always forget about my arms, so that's the only thing with bio oil. Then we have Glossier, which there's still some in here, but I'm still gonna include this as an empties. This is the hand cream. The way this smells, it smells like powdery, fresh. I love the way this smells. It just reminds me of like pink bows. The packaging's so cute and aesthetic, but I really like this a lot. It is pricey for a hand cream. That's the only thing. It's like, do we really want to spend that much? No, but you do get a good bit. Like, this has lasted me a long time, and there's still some product in this. So I would repurchase this. The price, like I said, is more of a treat to yourself because it is kind of pricey, but I think it looks super cute in a purse or a travel bag. So I would definitely repurchase this, and I love this a lot. We're nearing the end. I have a few more products in here, starting to get a little sticky, but this is the Brazil Nut Body Scrub. This is how it looks. They also came out with the body butter, which I don't know if I have the body butter in here. I'll have to go through and see, but this was the set. So the body scrub, the body wash, and then the body butter. The scent is there, but I am not a huge fan of the texture of it. So it will get the job done, but I wouldn't go out of my way to repurchase this. I like the body butter, body wash, and then the body scrub, but the only thing that I really like from that line is the body butter. However, it's one of those things that I use it because I can layer the scents. It's one of those things in my head. I'm like, if I can find a scrub, a wash, and a lotion, then I'll do that to more longevity of whatever fragrance that I'm wearing. Next is this Buff City Soap body butter in 99 Palm Limbs. I love this stuff, the way it smells. This though, I only use at nighttime because it's very thick, but it's very moisturizing. The scent on this just smells fresh, fruity, but it's just like the perfect scent when you get out of the shower, especially during the winter months. This right here is like this right here is one of my top Buff City Soap scents. Other thing from Buff City Soap is the body scrub. This is All Hail the Queen. I can't really remember how this one smells. This is one of the odor products that I use. one, same thing. It's a little bit, this is freshened up a little bit more on the floral side, but I did like it. The only thing with Buff City soap scrubs is, girl, make sure that when you use this, you clean your shower good, because don't try to step foot in right after this. You will literally bust your tail because it's very, very oily. It has a lot of oils in it, so super moisturizing. That's why it's great to pair these two, their body scrubs and their body butters, specifically at night, because it gets the job done. But just be careful when you use this because it is very oily. And I think that's why I like the Tree Hut scrubs, is because they get the job done with exfoliating, but you don't have to worry about the oils from it. So I actually really, really like that. This Snow Fairy, this is my very first Lush body spray that I finished because they last so long. I love Snow Fairy. It's limited edition, only comes out during the winter time, but it's cotton candy, very sweet, gives very much in that pink sugar family, but I really, really like this. This is my gym scent, so anytime I'm going to the gym or leaving the gym, then I typically would take this, but I like Snow Fairy a lot. And I will say with Lush body sprays, you do get your money's worth. The Barbie one that I recently got, which is supposed to be in the Snow Fairy family, but it has cherry notes, lasts literally all day for a body spray. So I really, really like Lush body sprays. It's definitely worth the investment. Glossier Body Hero Dry Touch Oil Mist. This is another one, cute packaging. I did like this. It was hard to work with. I feel like if they repackaged this into a dropper, it'd be so much better, because this as a mist is harder to use than it looks, because by the time you're rubbing this into your skin, of course, your hands get oily, so it gets harder to pump. But I like the product, but I'm not a fan of the packaging. If they change it into a dropper, I would repurchase this, but because the packaging is the way it is, I think that there are better body oils on the market. That's how you know I am a bio oil stan, because there's 2 bio oils in here. This is another Empty, so I go through those pretty frequently. I probably need to get the larger size. What I have in here is the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Lip Mask. It's supposed to be a dupe for the Laneige lip mask. I will say that it's similar, but not, they missed the mark just a tad. I'm not a huge fan of it. At first I thought I was, and as I started to use it, it has this really weird film. So between this and the Squeeze Me Balms, they just have a really weird film at the end. The texture, I don't know how to describe it. It's a weird texture, and it kind of has, like I said, just this film on it. That's the best way to describe it. So I wouldn't repurchase this one. I personally feel like the Laneige ones are the best lip mask on the market. I will invest money in that and repurchase that time and time again, because I just haven't found a lip mask that can perform the way that one does. So this one is pretty affordable at $7. You don't get as much, so that's another thing too with the Laneige. It's like you're getting what you pay for, and the lip mask lasts for a really, really long time. So this one I didn't really care for. I wouldn't pick that one back up. It is the Vanish PFB Chroma Bright. My esthetician put me on this years ago, and I've used it since, but it is a skin brightening, ingrown hair relief. So I use this after my wax. It does the job, it does lighten, but you have to be consistent with this, and it does prevent ingrowns. This is probably my, oh my gosh, like 15th, 20th, 25th bottle. I've been using this for years, so I always purchase this. I actually have this on Amazon, subscribe and save. I'll link as much as possible below in the description so you all can check it out. Here is a face wash that I got as a gift. I remember when we used to be on the Mario Badescu facial sprays, and as a brand, heavy. But this is the Acne Facial Cleanser. I like the way it smelled. It had a fragrance to it, but it was a very clean and fresh fragrance. It didn't really do much to my skin as far as preventing acne. I feel like I didn't break out. It just was like blah with my skin. So I appreciate this as a gift because it let me try it out, but I wouldn't repurchase this. If it's one thing in my skincare routine that I just cannot find something that I love, is moisturizers. I've tried so many different moisturizers, and I just have not found one that I'm like, I have to repurchase this, I have to repurchase this. So moisturizers are one thing that I will continue to keep trying and trying and trying. So this one is the e.l.f. Daily Moisturizer Holy Hydration. I feel like with this, it did its job. I wouldn't say that it moisturized to the point where I was like, I have to get this again. I would repurchase this if there was nothing else and I needed a moisturizer. But it's not like, oh my gosh, I love this, I need it. And honestly, I'm an e.l.f. stan. Like, I love majority of the things that e.l.f. puts out, but skincare is so unique to obviously everybody's skin that it's hard to find stuff that works for your skin if you don't try to experiment with different things. So That's why moisturizers, I haven't found one that I just absolutely love. On the market for good moisturizer, that's another thing. If you have a good moisturizer that you would recommend, let me know. Another thing from Buff City Soap in Pink Sugar. It smells exactly like pink sugar. There's somebody that doesn't like the feeling of lotion and how tacky lotion can be. This is good. It is oily. That's the only thing with it, but it's mess free. So that's the reason why I like this. Harder to apply though. Like, I think this is actually perfect for more so like spot moisturizing, if that makes sense. Like if you maybe have like a dry patch, and I think this would be perfect, but to put this on your entire body is a freaking pain because of the packaging. I wouldn't repurchase this. I would repurchase the body butters, but not the lotion bars. So just a heads up there, they're a little bit harder to apply. And this reminds me of the little push pop ice creams that ice cream trucks used to have. So I don't know, the packaging is kind of funny to me, but I wouldn't repurchase that. Almost done. Last two things, honey pot tampons. I normally don't wear tampons on my cycle. I am definitely a pad girl. I want to eventually try the cup. For the most part, I can buy a box of tampons and it'll last me a full year because I don't go through them. However, I think I have like maybe 2 more left of these. These, it could be me, are so hard to get in. Like the applicator is so hard to, the part that absorbs what it needs to absorb is so hard to come out of the applicator. Every time I've tried to put it in, I've literally have to like wrestle with it. And so I'm not a huge fan of this. I wouldn't repurchase. I appreciate the fact that it's organic and, you know, it doesn't have all the extra additives and like chemicals in it, but it's just so hard to get out of the applicator. So I would not repurchase this. But if they came out with maybe a new packaging that helped with that, then I would definitely get that because I love honey pot. But it was just, I can't deal with that. Another thing that I purchased from Honey Pot are these wipes right here. One of my friends actually put this, Melissa actually put this in my like toiletry bag when I went to go visit her, and I really, really love these. It's wipes for intimate parts, body, face. I keep like 2 or 3 of these on hand in my purse anytime I'm out. I love these. I think they're perfect for any like gifts because they come in different single towelettes, so you can put them in little gift bags and stuff. But I really like this. I would definitely repurchase this. Every time I think I'm almost done, there's like little things in here, but after these 3 things, I'm for sure done. Okay, last third thing before the rest of them is this Urban Eden body oil. This is a small business, black owned brand. It is vanilla and cedarwood. I love their body oils. Oh my gosh, they're the best, especially during the winter time at night. When it comes to thicker creams and stuff, because I don't want to get them all over my clothes, oils, creams, butters, I tend to use them at nighttime. Also, too, it locks in the moisture a little bit better on my skin. But I really, really love this. Urban Eden, I'm going to link them down below because you need to check them out. They have really, really good body care items. So their soaps, their oils, really good for the skin. So I like that. That's just a travel size one. This one is a Frudia, another like lip mask. It reminds me of Vaseline. I found this at TJ Maxx. My sister put me on. It was $3.99. I like this a lot. If I can find it again in TJ Maxx, I would get it. But it's just a blueberry hydrating honey lip balm. But I think Amazon also has this. This time, this is the last thing that I have. It is just the box because I think I threw the container out. But this is the Balm Dia Bright Cream. Love, love, love this. This is my favorite Sol de Janeiro scent, which might be controversial because I know that the Cheirosa 62 has a lot of people's hearts, which I love that scent as well. The Boom Boom Cream is always going to be one of my favorite scents, but this one just lasts so long on the skin. Anytime I just put the lotion on and I go places, people are like, oh my gosh, you smell good. So this is the best. I do have the body spray, but I've learned that if you pair this with the Valentino Born in Roma, 10 out of 10. The way it comes off when you walk anywhere and everywhere, like I can smell myself at the end of the day. So I love this. If you're looking to try Sol de Janeiro as a brand, I would highly recommend the Balm Dia Bright Cream. It is literally the best thing ever. So that is pretty much everything that I have. There's nothing else in here. It is all of my empties. Like I said, to kick off 2024, I'm gonna obviously continue to do these videos just because I have so many products that I use and test and repurchase. And I'll film another video once I get more in this bag. I'll just keep this bag and then throw the rest into recycle. But thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for future content. I'll see y'all next time, and thank you so much for your support. Last thing, we'll try to link everything down below. If I am missing a link, then definitely comment and I can go ahead and add the link to the description. But thanks so much. I'll see y'all next time.